This time you're going too far, Mr. Holmes.
How am I going too far, Inspector? I find a man stabbed to death on my doorstep, so quite naturally I sent for you.
Oh, we know all about this Jenkins. He served at least 12 sentences in prison. I have no sympathy with informers.
He may not have been a particularly respectable member of the community, Inspector, but he was of considerable help to us, and I trusted him.
Indeed, I'm sure you did, Holmes. But what's particularly interesting is that your private investigation has now been fatal to him.
That's a very serious accusation. Are you by any chance proposing to arrest me on a charge of murder?
Scotland Yard has often requested your help, as you know, Mr. Holmes. However, this time no request has been made. Under no circumstances can we sanction your undertaking private investigations without having received official authorization.
I'm not employed by Scotland Yard, Inspector. I'm a private citizen. I do what I believe to be right, and I'm prepared to accept all responsibility for it.
This country has a police force and a legal system for its citizens' protection, and nobody has the right to take the law into his own hands, Holmes. I am unable to wait any longer, Doctor. It is my duty as mayor of this town to declare these new cases of outrageous public frenzy to a higher authority. I feel now that I have already waited too long, trusting that your knowledge could diagnose the source of this spreading madness.
Before you make your report, think of the poor women. They'll be tried for witchcraft and then burned.
Would you rather have this continue? Every day now a new case occurs, each time more serious. Before it's too late, we must tear this evil out by the roots.
But do you really believe in the existence of the devil and witchcraft?
The women are going mad, that's my explanation. They're mad, and the evil that you insist on fighting with such obstinacy is more than supernatural, it's devilish. When you hear a dog barking, you don't kick it, and you don't shout at it. You get it something to eat. I want to go home. You know I'm a very sick man.
This isn't the first time you've had to lay low, and Don Antonino has a lot of faith in you.
I complain too much. I admit that's true. But it's only because I have so
Sure
many
you
worries. A friend said that there's a possibility I could take my family to America. Why can't I go there?
Which friend?
Just a friend. Don't worry about it.
Get a move on. You're going to Trapani.
Why?
Because a week in one place is quite enough. Or they'll pick you up.
I get the funny feeling you guys are trying to get rid of me, huh?
That's not a bad idea now that you mention it.
Yeah, what would it matter if Poitamani got bumped? No one would care. In fact, it'd make a lot of people happy. Poitamani, you haven't got a hope. You're in the hands of your partners and your friends.
There we are. We are partners. See, Calimero, your father has a good business sense. With all those people and this heat wave, we'll make piles of money. But remember the fundamental rule in this work. The client is always right. Understand?
Yes, Papa. The client is always right.
Very well. I'll take the ladder home and you take care of the business. Well done, Calimero. How much did you make?
Well, to tell the truth, the clients only wanted to taste, Papa.
What? You mean to say that they didn't give you a single penny and that you didn't say anything at all?
But there were clients, and you told me the client is always right, Papa.
Idiot! You're capable of ruining me. Go home!
Don Salvatore, I'll keep it a secret. The afternoon of the accident, where were you really?
I was loving with a girl. What of it? What are you thinking of, anyhow?
Why, nothing, believe me. And then it's what the police think that really counts. There's really no reason for us to get preoccupied then. For loving a girl, they won't hang you.
Darn right they won't. No, Vincenzino. Can't leave him in their hands. It's risky. He knows too much. They might loosen his tongue. Huh?
No, he won't talk. You can be sure about that. They'll keep him there for a while just to save face. Then they'll have to let him go. No question about it. They can keep him there only for a limited time, according to law. Article 11 and 46, so the law says.
Yeah, but the police don't give a damn about any of those laws, you and your articles.
But you're wrong, Don Salvatore. The police have to abide by the law as well as we do.
I want to pay the ransom. And I want the investigation to come to a halt. I've only to call the bank for the cash. They know all about what's going.
I think that you're making one hell of a big mistake.
Then tell me what else to do. The money is of no concern.
Do you remember how they treated the other people that were hanging in the house? Now look, let me tell you something. You cannot deal with these criminals.
I've got to try. I've got to try every unexplored avenue.
And we have to stop making life easier for criminals.
Not with my daughter, Inspector. You may keep your experiments in criminology for someone else.
Mr. Perino, why is it that I cannot make you understand that if you pay, you're never going to see your daughter alive again?
I'm her father. I'll make the decision I believe in. Do you understand that?
Right. 40% of the value. You get cash payment. Sonny, if you got someone who treats you better than me, you go see him, because it's no skin off my ass.
You fucking miser. But this little bruiser here ain't included in the deal. This is special.
That's true. This is a whole other bag. This ain't no part of the deal because it's fake. What we call a zircon, not worth the spit to shine it up with. You keep it safe.
You gotta be full of shit. Chicks like that just don't wear...
Are you saying women like that don't wear fakes? Maybe they don't know it's a fake. They inherit a ring like this, they put it on, and that's that.
These motherfuckers. These cheap motherfuckers. I might have known it. They're just a bunch of shits. A lousy bunch of phonies.
Why'd you tell me? I've been in this business for years. These things happen, I know. But I'm going to tell you for your own good. If you're smart, you better get that ring out of circulation permanently, or the police will find it, and you'll end up in prison, and you'll get 3 or 4 years. What a mad world we live in. One has to kill to save a life. It's crazy. We're being forced to live this way, but we must never give up hope. Even amongst all these horrors, my work here is aimed at saving lives, alleviating suffering, even if it seems useless. And I really don't think we should give up on a life, even if it's to be born into this madness.
You mean you want her to have the child?
Yes, I do. If we kill it because of them, they win again.
But it'll be one of their children we'll be saving. It'll have their blood in its veins, don't you understand?
Ours as well. My dear daughter, imagine if we could gradually infuse everybody with our blood, Edith. Not just this one child, but the whole world. Understand?